Well, hello paddlers. I thought I'd tell you about a new life jacket I've got, and I thought to start the video I'll start it on the water with it on. Why not? Once again, filming there, but recording up here because that camera is in a plastic case. So if I haven't got the lip sync perfect, you'll have to forgive me, but we won't be here long. Yeah, so I've got myself a new life jacket, and a proper life jacket, not a buoyancy aid. I wanted something a bit lighter, with a bit more freedom. Plus I also really wanted it for, I don't know if you watch the video, if you're a subscriber you might have done. I was here on the River Hull and it wasn't that long ago. And bugger me, the wind, these barns over here, you can probably see that way, there you go. Them barns there, right, they were bent right over. It was really, really windy. Right? And what had happened, the tide was moving so fast, I actually thought to myself, I thought, if I tipped now and my boat went off, because I was wearing a buoyancy aid, not a life jacket, a buoyancy aid, I would roll and flip and everything in the bloody water trying to keep upright. So it was then when I thought to myself, no, I'm going to get a proper life jacket just in case, right? Just in case, right? So that you with a life jacket you turned up the correct way, so your head's above the water and well, you can't drown. So anyhow, that's enough of me in the boat. I've already filmed talking about it and showing you it inflated and stuff, so let's jump straight to that. And well, I won't see you later. The other guy will see you later. Jump shot. Okay then, here it is. Yeah, CrewSaver. There's not a lot I can really tell you. Alright, I'll show you the back. Alright. Reasonably lightweight. It's not super light, it's reasonably light, but there's a hell of a lot more manoeuvrability, so in the kayak it'll be great. I'll mention one thing straight away, right? It comes with a harness, right? A crutch harness. It goes between your legs, right? You pull it up and you clip it back into here, right? Now the reason why that's there is, say you're on a ship, right, I don't know, fishing trawl or whatever, you fall into the sea, your life jacket expands, right, as you're getting back to the ship, your natural instinct is to reach up for someone to grab you, and their natural instinct is to grab your life jacket and try and pull you up. Well, if your arms are up and your life jacket, it's just going to slide right off over your head and you're going to fall back into the water. So that strap between your legs basically pulls on whatever it gets hold of, and then they can yank you up out the sea without your life jacket coming off. Now this is a case of do as I say, not as I do. Wear it at all times between your legs, clip it in. Right, for that very reason that I've explained. Now, me personally, no, I will not be wearing that between my legs because I found it sitting in a kayak extremely uncomfortable, because I'm on the river as well. Right, now on the river, if an accident happened and I set the life jacket off and I'm floating there and I'm waiting for somebody to help me, it's not really going to be a big ship that comes along. If anything, it'd be another kayak or a canoe or a dinghy or some type of inflatable, or maybe a small little boat, something like that, whereas I'd basically just be able to go like that and pull myself in. There'd be no dragging and yanking and stuff like these in the sea, so there's no need. Right? In my opinion, this is for me. Right, I've already said I'd advise you wear it between your legs just in case. Right, but on a river, I think personally, well, I'm not going to. Whether you do is up to you. I've already said you should, but me, no, because I find it uncomfortable in the kayak. Right, so is there anything I can really tell you? I think I mentioned it's a manual. right? You do not want to get an automatic one of these if you're in a kayak. Never ever ever want an automatic one. Even if you're going, well, I suppose maybe if you're going in the sea, but even then, not even if you go, never, there you go, kayak, never get an automatic one. Because a lot of the times you do like just fall out, right, in a kayak, and you just climb back in again, so to speak. With no problems, no worries, no panic, no. So you don't want your life jacket going off, because then you have to let all the air out of it to get back into the kayak, if you know what I mean. Or once you get back in, then your life jacket's useless because you've set the canister off, the CO2 canister, which is here by the way. So you get a manual, right? Not an automatic, a manual. So that if you fall in the water, if you're having trouble, you pull on this tag and then it sets the actual life jacket off. There, I believe, yeah, I just showed you it all inflated. I think I've got my videos mixed up here. If not, I will show you in the next clip it all inflated, which I don't think I've done yet. I'm getting my videos mixed up here. But my clips. Yeah, so there you go then. So there's no else I can really tell you. It's lightweight. You don't feel it. It's a little bit. There's a little bit of weight there, but because there's not much to it in that sense, it's light. You're not going to get boiling hot or anything. Let's just jump to the clip, right now with it opened up, because what I did was I opened it, blew it up. I'll come back to that. Blew it up just to leave it 24 hours to make sure it doesn't deflate, which it didn't, and I packed it all away again to show you this. So let's just jump to the clip just so you can see it fully inflated. Okay then, so this is what it looks like fully inflated. I blew it up just with the backup air tube, obviously, and there's your CO2 canister. It has this little mesh round it, but it has like a, for want of a better word, some tape going round, so you'd have to remove the tape and twist it from this plastic seal here, this yellow plastic seal, right, to replace the canister. Right, and unfortunately I can't see the expiry date anywhere on this, so I'm assuming it's round the back hidden, so at some point I'm gonna have to remove it. And here's your inflation device. Of course, pull and it explodes, hopefully. These little strips here, they're just, as you'd guess, just reflective strips, but that's it fully inflated. This piece here, right, that basically, as it fits on, it goes around your chin to keep your head up, if you know what I mean. So we have information about putting it away. Now inside, which I don't know if I can get at the moment, which I can't, I'll show you once I've let it down again, but there's, for want of a better word, a piece of paper where you, oh, there's also an emergency whistle, but there's a piece of paper, and for want of a better word, it's like a service manual. Every time you take it out to look at it, which you should do at least every couple of months, maybe 3 months, examine the sides and stuff like that, you write on it for a service. But they do recommend, CrewSaver recommends you actually take it to a professional just for a full service. I think they said about every 6 months, but that won't be happening in my case. Maybe once a year. Alright. Well, yeah, so there she is, all blown up. And we're back. Right, so you've seen it fully inflated, and there is, which I didn't show you, there's like a little, for want of a better word, a tag. You pull it out, right, and you write on it when you do your service dates. I think I just mentioned that anyway. But yeah, so there it is then. So is there any downsides? Yes, there's a bloody big downside. I don't feel safe in it because I don't know if it works or not. That's your downside. When I ordered this, I asked the seller, I won't slaughter them by giving the name. I got, right, not the manufacturer is CrewSaver. They've got a fantastic reputation. Before anyone slaughters me, they've got a fantastic reputation of being awesome life jackets. They're known all over the world, right? So it's probably 100% safe and ready to go. However, I don't know that until I actually pull the toggle and test it. And considering they recommend only use their own cylinders, which are about 27 quid. So I'm not just going to bang, yeah it works, go spend 27 quid and buy a new cylinder. You know what I mean? I know it works. Right? Does the firing mechanism work? Probably yes. In fact, 99.9% yes. But it's in the back of your head. I don't know if it works or not. And like I said, not the manufacturer, the company that I bought it from, right, a big water sports company. I said, can you send me a spare CO2 cylinder? Right, I'd have even paid, well, I wouldn't have paid full price. I'd wanted it cheap because I wanted to test it, make sure it works, so I feel secure in the water, make sure the mechanism works and everything. No. So it's a case of, if you want to get one, if you've got plenty of cash, buy 2 cylinders, buy a spare cylinder, set it off, make sure it works, make sure the actual firing mechanism, that plastic thing you would have seen when it was opened up, that where the cylinder's connected in, make sure that's working. And the only way to do that is to set the thing off. So in one respect now, I hope I never find out, although I will in a couple of years, because they do recommend you changing that cylinder every 2 years and putting a new one in, which is fair enough. So in 2 years, when it's time to change it, then I will be setting it off if I haven't had to in the meantime. So there you go then. I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown, and the reason why I bought it is to keep cooler, plus it's less bulky, so I've got more manoeuvrability, and also it's not as, I've got that twisted round at the moment, I've got that the wrong way, but when you sat in your kayak, my buoyancy aid jacket came to about here, and I kept feeling it on the back of the seat. In some of my videos, if you've watched, you might have seen me kept going like that, just trying to get the buoyancy aid out the road of the seat. Yeah, I've got that strap twisted, I've just realised. Still. Yeah, so I've got this, so it's high up, so there's no way it's going to get the back of my seat, so that's great. Plus in summer it's a lot cooler, right, a lot cooler. Okay then, paddlers, I'm going to leave it there, and if you've got any questions about this, if you're thinking of getting one, because I did a lot of research before spending money on some, you know what I mean, I did a lot of research, so I'll say one thing, CrewSaver, they're a super well known make. Right. Okay, so if you're going to get one, get a CrewSaver, even though they are cheaper ones. There's some out on the market, right, on Amazon. I think they're about 30 quid. I won't go near them. I mean, if I'm worried about this not working, I'd be panicking like hell about a 30 quid one not working. But yeah, so this will work. It's just one of them things in the back of your head. What happens if it fails? It's never been tested. I've never tested it. But there's nothing you can do about it unless you want to go out and spend 20 or 27 pounds and get a new cylinder, which isn't due to be renewed for another 2 years. And the place I got it from weren't really interested. It was a case of, no, we're not going to send you one. I mean, even if they said, well, we'll give you one half price just so you can test it, I'd have said fine. But no. So, plus this is a bit sneaky. CrewSaver. In their information sheet that you get with this, you get a lot of information. I will say that you get quite a few manuals about the zip, manuals about the life jacket, manuals about folder, everything. But it says only use their own CrewSaver CO2 cartridges. Now they're the ones that are about 27 quid. Now I think that because you can, there's water sports shops, right? There's kayaking shops selling them cartridges for £12, but they're not the CrewSaver ones. So I think they just want after your money there, right? Only use ours, because as long as you've got a 33 gram, because that's what this life jacket is, 33 gram, as long as you've got a 33 gram CO2 cartridge and it's the right height, of course, you can have a real big one or a 10, you know what I mean, as long as it's the right height, I don't see any harm in paying 12 quid or paying 30 quid, as long as it's from a reputable place. I don't mean just got order 20 from, I don't know, Timbuktu and you don't know what you're getting. I mean, this is a proper kayaking shop that are selling them for 12 quid. So I'll probably end up getting one of them, you know what I mean, just to test it, just a piece of mind. Anyway, paddlers, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to get out on the water with it tomorrow, so hopefully I won't get to test it. I don't want to test it, not in the water. Okay then, thanks for watching, cheers.